Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Strategic Command American Civil War. Welcome back in our match versus LCanidestroyer, the rematch. We are playing the Union side and we are coming into the 20th turn, 1862. Last turn it was May, 22nd of May, 1862, so we guess we're gonna end up in June. And yeah, I'm quite excited. The situation looked pretty interesting, especially in Tennessee, where we were closing in slowly on Nashville and really putting a lot of pressure on the Confederates. So especially over here, I'm quite excited to see how the enemy reacted. And let's not waste time and go into the replay together. Okay. Pressure on Fort Thorn continues. The enemy really has a lot of units down here these days. Okay, now the mines have fallen. But we were able to hold these China mines for a really, really long time. The same fate... Oh! The enemy also can't take down Fort Washita. Here we were encircling the enemy's pre-units, but the enemy doesn't manage to break through, so we should be able to take them out and still also protect Tulasi. Okay, more divisions also here next to Fayetteville. Interesting. Enemy really wants to clear us out down here. Timberclad trying to going up north. Carefully. What was... Oh, I just... Oh, whoa. 2 brigades lost. That is the biggest losses so far. And these ones without supply. Yeah, that is not great. But the enemy is leaving Nashville unoccupied. Is this gonna stay like... Oh no, not really. But is the enemy evading Springfield and trying to retreat down here? Actually, she's pushing up north. That's super interesting. And finally, the enemy troops come in here where they want to push north too. Yeah, this Missouri offensive, I mean, as I mentioned it several times, I can happily live with that. And also with these Fort Monroe attacks, I don't know what the enemy is like expecting from this to happen. I'll talk about it to her. I mean, you definitely need corps, a capable commander and or artillery, I assume. But yeah, the losses are quite strong. And the 2 monitors of the enemy. Okay, this is so interesting. But here, okay, the enemy tries a hit and run tactic. Yeah, it looks like, I'm not sure if the enemy really has that many ships or if the enemy has invested in a bigger navy. If she did, I'm quite excited that we got the, okay, another lot, that we ordered the ironclads in because they will help us a lot. Interesting, yeah. Interesting reaction. The enemy pushed even north, destroyed a couple of our brigades. I didn't expect such a strong answer, and I feel like we should have lost 3 infantry brigades this turn of the enemy. 1 cav. Okay, and 2 infantry. That is probably the highest losses on our side so far, but as long as they help us out to achieve our objectives, no worries. Okay, there was a British supply ship next to Charleston. How is this possible? Oh yeah, we didn't. We were unlucky, so the British get a little bit of bonus in. Yeah, now we have to pay attention. A riot in Detroit. Was it not just in Chicago? Or is this just from last time? I'm not sure. Yeah, don't forget we signed the act where we got 4 divisions in. France established the Cochinchina colony, beginning a century of French rule over Vietnam. Okay. And yeah, but we're disrupting the supply lines very effectively at least. And there we get the cavalry brigade in that we moved from New Mexico. Alright, restored government of Virginia. Loyal armies have now secured control of much of north and western Virginia. A sizable part of this area voted against the Virginian Ordinance of Succession in 1861, while the rest is home to many Unionist sympathizers. We propose that 50 Virginian counties currently under control of Union armies secede from the state of Virginia and form a new state in the Union, to be named West Virginia. Doing so will increase our fighting spirit by 3,000 points. Rebel sympathizers in the new state will not react well to this news, however, and we can expect some sabotage attacks in the near future. Furthermore, this is likely to result in several thousand men heading south to join the rebel armies. Would you like to admit West Virginia as the newest state in the Union? Saying yes to this decision will result in the Confederates receiving up to 2 infantry and 1 cavalry brigade, most likely in the Shenandoah Valley. Okay, sick. It is unlikely that these units will be enough to offset the boost to your fighting spirit, so it is usually a good idea to say yes to this decision. West Virginia's new borders and the Union's new southern border will be the same as the line already marked on the map. Historically, West Virginia was admitted as the 35th state in Union on June 20th, 1863, after a long debate questioning the constitutionality of splitting a state that would not be fully settled until the Supreme Court ruled in favor of West Virginia in 1870. Interesting, and I really have absolutely no clue how this event fires, because in a lot of runs I haven't seen it, then it happens here and there. I don't know, maybe there's a certain degree of randomness. I will most definitely accept it. We are like, fighting spirit is really essential for us, and 3000 points is really nice to get. Basically, yeah, counters the effect of our 4 divisions that we got in last turn for, yeah, for conscription events. So yes, we would like to admit Western Virginia. Unionists celebrate the admission of West Virginia to the Union. West Virginia admitted as a state in the Union. And Confederate sympathizers sabotage railroads in West Virginia. Oh, hub is very interesting. Oh, this counts to West Virginia, okay. I mean, if the enemy gets some... Yeah, this is bad, but in the end, whatever. The enemy gets like extra units up here. This is probably quite helpful right now. At the same time, yeah, it's not that terrible. It's only brigades, and seems like after taking out our troops here a bit, the enemy retreated also to some extent. Interesting. Well, okay, let's go. Okay, let's have a quick look on diplomacy first. Yeah, the UK has jumped 5 or 6% or something due to the blockade runners, so we need to be careful in the future about that, but still not dangerous at the moment. There must be a second monitor around. This is really... There's 2 monitors. This is intense. Yeah, our fleet is under pressure, but it seems like all of the enemy ships... Or under pressure is too much said. We still can bring a lot of other ships, or some of the ships somewhere else. But they're just like after... They're a little bit in different places after being used a lot recently. Where's the next naval... When are the next naval reinforcements incoming? Okay, next month we get the first ironclad. And August the 2nd. It looks like we could use some... Either ship of the lines or gun... Or just in general, some more quantity. So maybe we're gonna build some more gunships. I don't know. Since, yeah, the enemy must have invested a bit. But I'm almost sure, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it costs the enemy also a lot. So, yeah, navally, we have to think about a lot of stuff. Over here, situation quite chill. This is the right word to describe a situation over here. Yeah, we'll get this in order. And yeah, of course, let's go to the most interesting part. So the enemy... Okay, unfortunately, these units are in supply. Unfortunately, we can't rebuy new brigades right now. But we're next to Pork now, so we should be really able to deal a lot of damage. Over here, at least we were gonna go, yeah. Here we have to retreat after the enemy pushed in hard. But come on. Okay, the enemy came in here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. But Nashville was pretty much being kept kind of undefended, which is insane. Or not undefended, I mean, not like the relatively little and defended, I would say. And we can cut off definitely this division. And definitely harming it also. And with a little bit of luck also like cutting them off. We shall see, we shall see. Interesting situation, but I didn't expect the enemy to go to the offensive. I'm not sure if this is the smartest move, since now can we take out Polk? Also interesting to see. Over here some pressure, but in the end this pressure is irrelevant. You know, there's like so much room to give up if we want to, but at the moment over here actually I'm gonna even cut off the enemy just from supply, and we have another, yeah, there's nothing that, why wouldn't we do that? For example, yeah, this is gonna happen for sure. Oh, Choctaw came back in into supply over here, but we can still heavily damage them and then go to protect Tulasi, I think so too. Yeah, Fort Bushida survived all like just with a little bit. And over here the enemy took the Chino mine, which is probably smart, or I'm happy to give it up to her. I mean, like, after all the time we were holding it, so pretty nice to see. I guess we're gonna hold Santa Riles for a bit. Try to strengthen our position over here. Can we refresh Fort Thorn fully? No. Yes, maybe. Yeah, we shall see what we do over here, because we also got the Californian troops incoming at some point. New units, we've got 2 divisions and 1 railroad battery. Also, let's not forget we do have the 4 divisions that we recruited last term. 1 here next to Philadelphia, New York, Detroit, and Chicago. So definitely something to reinforce quickly some of our fronts. Alright guys, as you know this format and you know me, I'm gonna have a look alone and take some notes and check some further options, and I'm gonna be right back to present them to you. So see you in a second. Alright guys, I'm back, and let's always start off in the very west here in Arizona or New Mexico. We lost here the mine at Chino mine, which is definitely sad. Nevertheless, we could escape now, but this week there also is quite badly supplied, so we can keep the position actually and just attack Chino mine, causing it was at 1-2. I wanted to cause some damage. Of course we could try to escape, but to be honest, for the moment I'd rather have this distractive momentum, otherwise they would all focus over here, and I'd rather keep them here. In worst case I sacrifice them, which is okay, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do for now. Then let's have a look over here. These guys need to retreat for sure. These guys I could bring up to strength or like tech up, but we're actually gonna have them as a reserve, and you guys can go to Paraje, where we can fully resupply them next turn, which we're trying to do here in Fort Thorn as good as possible. Alright, these attack moves don't really make sense over here. But yeah, this choke point is at least halfway safe, at least for the moment. But yeah, there's pressure is increasing in New Mexico, which at some point, yeah, it's expected. So far we can contain it nicely. Here, actually, we withdrew some troops, some cavalrists. We're bringing them to Osceola. From here on, they have supply, and we can decide where we continue, either here or down here, where we need them. Extra cavalry brigade will be definitely useful. All right, down here, Fort Washita. I'm gonna reinforce 1 more turn, but I think this is gonna be the last one. The division just gonna kill it off next time, I'm quite sure. Over here, Fort Gibson. I realized we can tech them up if there's only an ironclad. Only apparently land units deactivate the upgrade function, so I'm happy to do that this turn and give them some extra survival chance. Then here the Choctaw are back in supply, but we're gonna hit them still. Our prospects were so much better. And again, I mean, we can again cut them off, but I think it won't really matter. Maybe it gives 1 damage. At least it helps us keeping them in really bad fighting shape for the moment. So we can kind of control it over here. Then, given this ongoing offensive down here, I'm gonna also take up this regiment finally here in Joplin, just in case. Then over here, we're gonna reinforce these guys. So I think they can hold with this badly supplied brigade 1 more turn, and if not, also okay. These guys gonna be resupplied. Here I'm gonna do a shuffle to hold Peerage with a teched up unit and tech these guys up. With this cavalry I want to take this bridge. The partisans are protect and fire at will. Let's cut them off here, this brigade, very nice. And in order to protect Carlton, where our supply in this area is coming from, let's ride in here. Because here we actually don't need a unit at the moment. So looking pretty nice, and I try to, let's have a look at the current supply situation. I want to move these Freeman 1 more here. Maybe he has some effect on Carlton, at least with the upcoming telegraph situation. And the supply doesn't change at all. Maybe with the telegraph we can actually help out down here. So maybe it's a good point for us. Alright, so much about southern Missouri. Coming here to northern Missouri, or like northern next to Cairo, where the enemy pushed up a bit. And yeah, down here, what are we supposed to do? Just reinforce these guys. The regiment actually at the moment is quite redundant. Maybe just in case I march them over here to have some extra security function in this position. Yeah, here now we're packaging again. Of course. And in New Madrid, I'm gonna tag these guys up, the CAF division. They still keep the nice reconnaissance, and yeah, the enemy knows we're here, but yeah, this is good for flanking or anything. It's just a good threat, so we're gonna keep them one more turn on a better, higher tech level. Alright, here we're definitely gonna reinforce this timberclad, and well, with the ships, let's wait. Maybe we rather support our attacks down here. Coming first here to the Dresden, Trenton, Ulysses Grant front. So we've got Grant. He's controlling these 4 units. What is our mission? Okay, let's start off here because this is pretty clear. Or let's use the timberclad actually to cut down here some more and do some reconnaissance, so the entire river is ours. Just good to know, and once again, we could just drop also landing to take out Decatur, for example. And it's also psychological pressure, but also definitely cutting off this railroad down here, which doesn't matter because it would doesn't continue, but actually it's cut here. Is the enemy? Yeah, they can come through Atlanta, Chattanooga, and then yeah, still the railroad is active, but we shall see. Let's push to Franklin, and frankly speaking, a fighting spirit objective here, Murfreesboro, is unoccupied, so, and this cuts off all the railways, so our primary target is fully achieved if we go here, so perfectly. I kind of guess the enemy is maybe regretting this push north. So yeah, Nashville is isolated. That's what we can say at this very moment, and this is a really great triumph. Is maybe too strong of a word, but yeah, success. But I don't want to push up too hard. I don't want to take unnecessary losses. Okay, this is the first step. And this wasn't controlled. Can we actually move them? Oh, we can also bring them in. So I'm gonna not detach definitely this CAF unit because it's the only one can go here. Then let's move them to Franklin. So our cavalry, as kind of planned, is really cutting off Nashville. That's I'm astonished. Our plan worked out really fine, that we want to go eastwards with Grant. However, this leaves us with some freedom to act in the opposite direction as well. Okay, this unit can't reach any enemy. So let's actually put these guys under Grant's command. So considering attacking here the single unit here in Trenton, and we need reinforcements over here as well. I mean, like I said, I don't want to rush it, so we can actually just... We will siege down Dover. We put a ship here, it should be also an extra ship, it should be no problem. And the supply should go down soon. I think with knowing this, we can use the guys also to go towards Memphis with these troops, I think so. Because these ones, we get also reinforcements from Chicago and Detroit to Bowling Green, for example. Maybe one here, so yeah. Let's see. I think then we're gonna actually attack down here already. Maybe let's do the ranger attack with the prepared bonus at least once. Also should like lower the supply or the readiness of the guys in here. No, this one we're gonna save up. This is fine. And let's attack here down here. Oh nice, 4 damage. It is good to have a good general and with a prepared attack, of course. Okay, running into an ambush. Yeah. I was aware that this might be a possible outcome of this. And then I was just like, while clicking, I was thinking, should I have waited and taken another unit? But actually it's good, because now they didn't waste their attack and we can use both the other units here to take out these guys. Or the other 3 units. And boom, there we go. Marvelous. Then I think we can even move Grant back here. I mean, there's a core, but I feel like Gilbert and these troops should be fine to take out Nashville themselves. And this is then our attack force towards Memphis. And yeah, these guys can protect the forest down here. Let's not be so... They can move further out, like already going close to Jackson, which is nice. And here, I think, behind the river, I am happy to stay in position. That's fair enough. Okay. Alright. So much about the western part of the Tennessee front. Let's have a look at the other part, which is where the enemy had more success and also hit us hard. What we're gonna do about it? I definitely want to upgrade these guys. We can't use them this turn, but it's okay. So we have to act with our troops that are with no further tech upgrade, but most definitely we're gonna take on Polk. And actually, I forgot. Let's take our ships also for this task. Yeah, the gunboat. This guy, I want it repaired actually. And this one is not too helpful, so let's take on the timberclad up here. Wow, nice. Almost taking it out. Gunboat 2 repairs. These guys should be under siege. And Hawk, these guys attacked already. So these guys, and here again, attack on Hawk. Yeah, almost the HQ taken out. So very, very successful over here. Here I'm gonna go back to Albany just for the additional mobility, reconnaissance and so forth, and Crossville I'm gonna hold as well. And then let's just bring in our reinforcements from Chicago. Gonna hold Bowling Green. And our reinforcement from Detroit. Oh no, I misclicked, gosh, no. Ah, guys, this was stupid of mine. There's no undo, I was too quick in clicking, so... Well, yeah, we can't get them out here as well as this gunboat. It is what it is. This was a stupid mistake. They can go to Toledo and have to wait another turn. This is pretty annoying, since I wanted them quickly as reinforcements, but we also got a new unit. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Here, Glasgow is a little bit open now. But in the end, there's not so much to lose if they take Mumford. Will we bring in another division? Or maybe even this turn another brigade or something as a little bit of a reinforcement. Or can we set up troops here? Let's bring out already... yeah, I decided already both divisions will be used in this area. The one that can move down here in the Grover division here in Cairo. So they can help out wherever they are needed down here. The railroad battery will decide upon later. And here we hold the position, but once again, I'm really big fan of this cavalry flanking right here. Alright, so much about the most interesting front at this very moment. Of course not in general. West Virginia stays as it is. Yeah, packaging and uploading as always. Let's come to this front over here. We're definitely gonna move Banks probably to Harper's Ferry in hindsight. We've taken Winchester. And I guess it's a good position to also move into this... I don't know if somebody's position over here into this, let's say, river position where we can't... It's harder to attack us from the south and also to put pressure on this division. Let's do it. Okay, nobody here. That's good for us. I mean, Woodstock is for sure somebody's in there. I don't care for it right now, to be honest. And again, I'm checking the supply. Maybe let's move these guys in the bad supply. Actually not, I want to repair them, right? Yeah, let's move them back then. Slowly, while these guys can take their position over here. The other guys... Oh, no rail move possible because Harper's Ferry got damaged by the West Virginia riots. I was just thinking maybe I can move those guys out, but no, not at all. Then in this case, I'm happy to... This position need to be held, for sure. Reinforce the others. Well, the others that need to get upgrades. Garibaldi seeing some first action is obviously an interesting idea. So actually it's because we've got such a good general here. I'm happy to let him make use of it. So, Garibaldi. Auto assist. With 2 divisions here with Garibaldi, we can at least hit them hard. Let's try that. Causing some damage, always nice and very much welcome. Okay, let's shuffle them out here. Okay, 1 damage. Do we want to chase them down? No, then our brigade is kind of lost. Let's not do that. We don't have to be super greedy over here right now. It's just about keeping it like safe. So we've got our engineers, so they can keep on building our wonderful Potomac fortifications. I feel like Nashville doesn't have the huge demand. Maybe we could move 1 over here for... but come on. Missouri can supply is terrible. I don't see the offensive still really hitting us hard. While this one is extending the fortification line alongside the Potomac, this one is going to go up. And so, is this the Antietam? No, this is this one. This one here next to basically make it way harder to really take Washington from the west either. So yeah, I want to fortify this river as this river. So yeah, Maryland is going to become a real fortress, I think. All right, McClellan here is over here to get reinforced or exchanged. It's actually in shit. I didn't think about it, but oh god. But this is also kind of rope. Let's wait if you have MPP left. He's kind of responsible for the landing we planned in the south, where 3 divisions are already on the way. Then he would be part of the reinforcements, as well as these guys, each individually of these 2 divisions. I'm just gonna reinforce them right now, but they could be transported to bring extra troops to the south if necessary. Then we need to reinforce our ships, which is really important, and bring them to the port where we can reinforce. Especially here, the Monitor is going to be important to fresh up. Yeah, this gunboat here too. Well, we don't have a free port for this gunboat, right? At least it can't reach one. That is okay, so they're just blocking off any attempts to... But why, actually? Let them come up here. The most important thing is that here the coastline is safe. If they want to... Yeah, there's not going to be an invasion right now. The enemy has sea power, which is surprising, more than I thought, but still not a lot. Alright, then we've got... Yeah, here our... these guys. And these guys I'm gonna take down here. Yeah, this is the 4th Marine Division we have in reserve, and I've kind of planned them to attack somewhere on the Atlantic coastline. However, at the moment, or like here up the river somewhere, with the dominance of these 2 monitors, I'm too scared to do that, and I will just keep them in reserve over here, while reinforcing and reorganizing our naval forces. Now here we do have still this very frigate that came out and attacked us. So here was one too, I think. Definitely we need to avoid... Oh, whoa. I should have known also the submarine over here. Yeah. I don't really have anything to easily counter it down here. That's really sad. Well, this frigate maybe. Okay, you guys need to sail up somewhere for repairs. Okay, here, bring you in. Gunboat getting back to position. Then maybe... Buford is a good place for it, I think. No! Oh, and it's the wrong button. Once again, I wasn't careful enough. It would have been Command, not Shift, to connect Force March. Well, I feel like they're kind of safe over here. That should be okay. Buford is, by the way, also a bad place to repair frigates, since they need basically 10. Well. Then let's lose our very hurt one, just to block at least some raiding back here, and then we drive them north. This is really painful. If this gunboat keeps attacking Fort Pulaski, that's too easy. Yeah, we need ships down here. Maybe we've moved a lot of our ships into... Yeah, let's get them the... Maybe they run into us, or they search for this frigate or this one, and then... At least this one is also blockaded. Do we need a unit really here? Also when... Yeah, probably then. Back here. Rather keeping this free. There's also a runner. Yeah. Actually, I have to give the enemies some kind of appraisal. This naval offensive, at least for a short time, is gonna keep us busy, enable the enemy to bring more MPP through, and maybe some blockade runners. So I would say nice moves by the enemy. At least for the moment, it looks like that. Okay, here we've got another gunboat that we bring to, of course, Fort Pickett. Or actually, do we? Jacksonville, Florida, where's that? Yeah. It's actually, we need the reinforcement, right? But do we? No, guys. We get easy reinforcements in the north. We also want to support our potential invasion down here. And let's start with that, because we've got our troops here and the Marines are incoming soon. So... I was wondering on thinking, how do we do that, since, of course, attacking this fort is, when we want to attack New Orleans, quite important. But it also will alarm the enemy to some extent, sure. Or shall we, that's the question, if the prime target is still New Orleans, but we can also try to take out other coastal fortifications just to confuse the enemy. Our troops will arrive next turn here, so we can start the landing maybe in 2, 3, 4 turns over here, I would say. In the meantime, we can repair, refresh, and maybe attack another one. So, in worst case, we can also use the tech there to destroy the levies and cause some more damage. I still think taking out this one first is kind of interesting for us, so I tried to do that. Okay, these guys, just was a reminder for me, frigates cannot attack from here. So you can stay here basically, and whilst the others start to demolish this one. Let's see, is the river ironclad or the gunboat better? It was the same. Well, the setting thing is we can't bring it to repairs now. Nevertheless, oh good. It was a successful one. You can go to repairs and you take out the first fortification line. Mississippi, at least, is a little bit opened up for us right now. That's good. And you can still keep on raiding this. Very nice, very nice. You can keep on raiding down here. There will be repairs. And maybe with the other troops. Let's take out Pensacola, I'd say. Let's attack the harbor with the fort. It's basically also, once again, just psychological distraction. And with our remaining 3 gunboats, with a little bit of luck, we can take it out. Uh-oh. 5 left. I think we need definitely 2 hits to really take him out. Yeah, it doesn't have this turn, but... let's be honest, with some more attacks, this can be taken out, this can be taken out, this can be taken out. I'll cause a lot of ruckus down here. So while the enemy has ships and built ships, but they're in the Atlantic, it will take it too long to reinforce it. So I'm really happy I stand already, we kind of good timing with our naval force that was taken here is already on the way south, before the enemy unfolded its, let's say, naval disturbance program. Alrighty, and I think that's it for this turn, kind of, apart from, of course, buying units and establishing new units. Our railroad battery. I mean, we have... Basically, if we bring them here, we can use them to attack Nashville already. Also here for there's consistent railway lines. So I'd like, and we have harder battles and more important battles going on than here. Here we just, I mean, we are also building up, and of course I would like to use Garibaldi and the troops here and there, but our main focus, like, I'm getting too distracted too easily, I know, guys, but our main focus lies here. So the railway artillery comes in here and might be useful for the attack on the core in Nashville very soon. We shall see. All right, this leaves us with 600 MPP. And yeah, I was a little bit indecisive. Of course, a monitor 260. But it takes still 6 turns to build, so it would arrive in December. So we would be even in terms of monitors, plus our 2 ironclads. It should be absolutely fine for dominance on the sea. But maybe we just need masters actually, so to block off more of these fields. So I think the gunboat is kind of, and it's quickly built, still kind of our main choice for the moment. To spam just some gunboats. Therefore, let's go. Let's get 1 division still, to not forget about that. And then we've got 300 basically left, which will allow us to get 3 gunboats out. Yeah. All right, then let's do that. The Cox division being established. And to aid our navy a little bit, let's get the Algonquin. The engines we can do later if we need to. With one of them, the Ascatney and the Ashelot. With naval, we could have done 2 with naval engines, but okay. So in 3 turns we get some extra reinforcements with gunboats that will be ready. Of course, now is September. It's a little bit annoying right now, and the enemy might have some luck, but I think if we play this right and carefully enough, if we don't lose too many ships, I can easily, especially with the ironclads come in, we will be able to keep the situation under control and then use our additional gunboats to really cut off any enemy supplies and convoy routes. Until then, I guess we have to be careful, but it is what it is. And yeah, then let's finish the turn together before we end this. I think nothing forgotten. Nope. Then let's see if we've got any further events incoming. Union celebrates the capture of Murfreesboro. Yes, once again, I can't stress it often enough. Cutting off Nashville from the railway system. Blockade ravels the word as Union forces approach New Orleans. Oh. Taking out this already distracts the... I didn't know that would happen. Okay. More gunboats next to Fort Pickens. Fort Pulaski blocks over here the harbor. Very nice. Cavalry tactic. Very nice. Naval tactic. This would, I think, even increases our... how efficiently we hit convoys. So, really helpful. And that's it. No further events, but 1,361 MPPs to collect. And yeah... Once again, a very interesting end of the turn. I'm again quite excited for the for the turn of the enemy. Still, I personally gotta wait some time. You guys, of course, gonna see it in the regular schedule. So let me know what you guys think about it, what you would do, how would you proceed, and of course, if you haven't yet, it would be amazing if you leave me a like and a subscription to support me. And it doesn't cost you anything, and of course I would like to grow this channel a bit more. So thank you for your support, and most importantly, see you next time in the next episode by your Strategy Wolf.